and I have a new tutorial that I call Untangling the BTB Spins. And BTB stands for behind the back, and that's what this move is going to be. As you can see in the preview, it looks really difficult, and it is. But if I can do it and I can figure this out, you can too. So don't get discouraged. It just takes lots and lots of practice. And it helps to watch my other behind the back spins tutorial. I give a lot of tips on troubleshooting and all of that. And I also show a different way to get into this tangled mess. Okay, so it will help you a lot to watch that video first. Another prerequisite is you have to know how to do behind the back weave, either a 2-beat or a 3-beat. It doesn't matter which one. So let's get started. So we're going to do each hoop separate, and my back will be turned to the camera for most of the video. So we're going to start with the right hoop, and when you do the behind the back weave, as your arm crosses across your back, then you want to stop you're stopping the weave, you're doing a hand change, and then into a spin. Okay, so it looks something like this: hand change, spin. And you wind up with your arm crossed over your back. Okay, so let's try that with the left hoop, left hand. Okay, so we're going to do behind the back weave, and this is a reverse behind the back weave, hand change, and spin. Okay, and you want to make sure that you're spinning the hoop as close to your fingertips as you can get without the hoops flying off. Okay, so if you get the hoop too far back here, then you're not going to have enough room, and it'll cause your shoulders to hurt, and that's not fun. So if your shoulders start hurting, you want to take a few days off and try it again. Keep in mind, it is a very difficult move. So let's try putting the two hoops together and see what it looks like. Okay, so the left hoop was going to be doing the one that's going to be doing the toss. So when you have it spinning behind you or beside you, then you're going to take your fingers and push it straight up into the air. And it helps if you look at where you want the hoop to wind up, because then your hand tends to actually go to that spot. Okay, so I want it to go pretty much straight up, because I'm going to turn as I toss, and then I'm going to catch it. Okay, so that's what your left hand is doing. So practice that. okay? And then you can go into a weave with it, or whatever you want to do after that. Okay, the right hand is going to be a lot easier because as you're turning it, it can go into the weave also, so you've got a twin weave going after the fact. So let's try doing them together, and I'm going to turn my back to the camera so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to do our behind the back weave, hand change, spins on both hoops. You've got the hoops spinning. Let's pull the right arm away from your back a little bit and do your toss, catch, and then into a weave. Okay, so we'll look at that from the side. And you're doing the reverse behind the back weave, goes into your hand change and a spin, and then we're going to move the right hoop, right arm away from our body a bit, and then we're going to toss with the left hand, catch, and then go into a weave or whatever else you want to do. Okay, so that's from the side. From the back, it looks like this. So hand change, spins, crossover, move that right arm away from the back a little bit, and we're going to toss the left hoop, catch it, and do our twin weave. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the side view and the back view. So there are a few tips for troubleshooting, and one of them I already said was the fingertips, and this is really important with the fingertips, spinning it as close to your fingertips as you can, because like I said before, if you don't, then your arms, unless you have longer arms than mine, it won't reach and it will start hurting your shoulders. Another tip, when you have the hoops spinning behind your back, or at your sides, your arms are behind your back. So when you have them spinning, practice while they're spinning, pulling that right arm away from your body, and see, it gives you a different feel, and it gives you practice on actually moving the hoop, because you're going to have to move that hoop in order to get untangled. So it gives you a feel, because it's a different feel to it when it's all behind your back. It's a lot harder, and if you've learned how to move the hoops back and forth, or your arms back and forth away from your body and back towards your body, it gives you more of a feel for what's going on. Okay, so those are just a few tips. And like I said, it's a very difficult move. It's a lot easier to, like if you're trying, well, I'll just start the hoops spinning while they're at my side. It's really difficult to start them like this without having some momentum going into it. It can be done, but it's very difficult. It's a whole lot easier if the hoops already have their momentum, like in the backward, behind the back reverse weave. When they already have the momentum, it's a lot easier to get them started. Okay, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Or if you have a video of you doing it, or even practicing or trying, just let me know, and I'd love to help you. Okay, and it takes lots and lots and lots of practice, so be patient with yourself and don't be discouraged. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it. Okay, thanks for watching.